And there's a nice shot from Lloyd. And he'll get 2. They might look for 3 here. They've turned for the second. Lloyd coming back for the third. So the West Indies back on the board, 4 for 51. Australia must bat again, so they're in fact 4 for 1. And over the head of Turner. That might have popped up to the easiest of catches, and how far away was Turner's hand? Holding goes to 9, 4 for 52. And it's Thomson now to bowl to Holding. Bowled him. The off stump cartwheeling back almost to March. Holding, bowled Thomson for 9. The West Indies 5 for 52. What a spectacular shot that was.
Well, that's what cricket's all about, isn't it? The crowd love to see the stumps cartwheeling out of the ground. That was a magnificent spectacle to watch that off stump cartwheeling over itself there 4 or 5 times. It's absolutely spectacular and really sends the crowd buzzing. You can hear the excitement buzzing around the ground at the moment. A very fast delivery. Holding not in the line at all. The ball beat the outside edge and still collected the off stump and sent it careering out of the ground.
So here it is, Thomson again. Thomson to bowl to Murray. And Thomson now has outstanding figures, 3 for 25.
It's pushed him up to 16 wickets so far in the series. Of course, there are still another 5 to fall, 4 including the injured Bernard Julian.
Well, he's taken 6 for the match so far. Peeled the leg before, but not out.
It was fairly close, but perhaps the ball would have missed the leg stump. The ball seemed to be cutting away towards the leg side. That's what forced Deryck Murray into error there. The ball pitching on about off stump. Fairly close. The slips cordon appealing. And Rod Marsh throwing a glove up in the air, but umpire Ledwidge ruled in the batsman's favour.
And thrashed through the covers. It mightn't be 4. A chase for Yallop. They've taken 1, coming back for 2. Let's see if Lloyd wants 3. They're turning for the third, and they're coming back for 3. Well, once again, a batsman starting the day with a 3. And that's happened 4 times to Rowe, Holding, Lloyd and Murray. The West Indies now 5 for 55. Well, there's the hook going out towards Thomson. It's on the ground, though, bouncing to him about the second bounce. And I'll just take 1. Thomson again, featuring with a very good bowl back to the keeper. This time a single. Lloyd to 5, Murray 7, 5 for 61.
I don't think Gary Gilmour ought to concentrate too much on bowling bounces. Admittedly, the 2 wickets that he's taken were both from hook shots, Fredericks and Richards. I think he also ought to be concentrating outside the off stump.
Well, this is a better one, I think. Yes, it's going to be well wide of Thomson, who's out there, and 4 runs. He got that very well, and Murray becomes the second player to reach double figures. In this innings, he goes to 11. Lloyd is 5 for 65 at the end of the over.
And it's Max Walker to bowl to Murray. It must be close. No, says umpire Brooks. Ball possibly missing the leg stump.
Murray rather a long way down the wicket, I thought there. And Brooks not willing to guess. Let's just have a look at that again. In swinger. And you can see it was fairly straight.
He's hit that one high, but on the bounce down to Gilmour, feeling it fine leg. Batsman took one only. Murray now moves on to 23 and the total 5 for 88. And Gilmour, quite a long run from fine leg to come across to square leg, it appears. And a beautiful shot by Clive Lloyd, locking this one over mid-on. It won't be 4. Batsmen have taken 2 with turn of the fieldsman. Lloyd looking for 3. There's some good cricket with that lofted shot from Lloyd and a nice return from Turner. And Lloyd now moves on to 19 and the total 5 for 91.
That's past Walker this time.
And the batsman taking 1. Turning for 2. So Murray now moving on to 27 and the total 5 for 95.
But not only has Thomson bowled very straight indeed, he's also bowled with a great deal of fire and a great deal of pace from the Randwick end, and he's been a vast improvement on the first innings version that we saw of him.
Not quite carrying to Ian Chappell, fielding it slip. So at lunch, the West Indies 5 for 95. Lloyd not out 19. Murray not out 27.